Ring-tailed lemurs, scientifically known as lemur cata, are an endangered species found in the wild only on the African island of Madagascar. It is believed that ancestors of these lemurs floated to Madagascar on a raft of vegetation about 60 million years ago. They are found on the southeastern portion of the island and have a variety of habitat types, including subalpine, deciduous, spiny bush, and rainforests. They are the most terrestrial of all the lemur species, spending most of their time walking or running on the ground, quadrupedally. Ring-tailed lemurs are a female-dominant species and live in groups of up to 30 individuals. In order to stay warm, they huddle together into what is known as a lemur ball, and for extra warmth, they wrap their tail around themselves like a scarf. See how these lemurs huddle together to stay warm? And just as the sun comes out, they go into these Buddha-like stances and sunbathe. Dermatoglyphs are unique fingerprints found on the fingers and toes of these lemurs. Also, they have specialized teeth in their lower jaw that form a dental comb. This is used for grooming. This Strepsirian primate has a lifespan of about 18 years in the wild and up to 27 years in captivity. It can grow to about 18 inches head to toe when standing upright. And let's not forget about this lemur's most distinctive feature. After all, it is named after its tail. Their tail can grow to about 24 inches long and has ring-like stripes that alternate black and white. Male lemurs are known to spur mark and engage in sting fights. Notice how this male lemur rubs his tail with a scent excreted from glands located on his wrists. He then postures his tail above his head and waves it back and forth towards his opponent. Sting fights often occur during breeding season. Typically, the goal of a sting fight is to win over a female lemur, the stinkiest male being the winner. However, in this case, this lemur just wanted to get the other male off of his territory. His tactics seem to have worked pretty well. That's one stinky lemur. This species has no sexual dimorphism, meaning there is no phenotypic difference between the male and female ring-tailed lemurs. The biggest predator to the lemur species is the fossa. Fossa are cat-like carnivorous mammals that are endemic to Madagascar. They prey on small to medium-sized animals such as the ring-tailed lemur. Although preyed upon by fossa, the main reason for their endangerment is human destruction. Over 80% of their natural habitat in Madagascar has been destroyed by humans to supply wood and other sources. The forests are even purposely set ablaze to clear for farmland. If people don't stop this destruction, the ring-tailed lemur, along with other native Madagascar animals, will soon become extinct. This picture represents the loss of habitat over time in Madagascar. Notice how the green portion on the left has gotten significantly smaller as we move toward the right. Like human children, this little lemur is hyper and just wants to play. He seems to be bouncing off the walls. Literally. It looks like Mama Lemur just wants a little me time. Unfortunately, with this little one, it doesn't look like she'll be catching a break anytime soon. The gestation period of ring-tailed lemurs is around 135 days. Baby lemurs are able to climb at 3 weeks old, and then they hang on their mother's back until they are around 4 months old. Typically, a lemur has a single birth. However, occasionally they may have twins, or even triplets. Ring-tailed lemurs are herbivores, meaning they eat plant-based foods such as flowers, leaves, and fruit. They love fruit. Although herbivores, they sometimes eat small mammals, bugs, and bird eggs. On my trip to the LA Zoo, I observed 3 female ring-tailed lemurs for 2 hours. They spend most of their time sitting above the ground on tree branches and ledges. There were 2 trees in their zoo habitat. Only the trunk and the thick branches, however, were accessible. On the ground were logs, rocks, and a few plants. In the same cage, a Madagascar radiating tortoise roamed around. During their feeding time, the zookeeper came in to feed them fruit. Based on my observations, they were sitting 33% of the time, walking 8% of the time, inspecting 4% of the time, grooming 17% of the time, vocalizing 13% of the time, scratching 4% of the time, and eating 21% of the time. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on the ring-tailed lemur. Have a happy Halloween!
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.